boost comes up, and they start to make their pop. The execute comes out, and the shot starts to ring. Rawls able to find out one. There's Checkling for a frag as well. But it's Checkling. Looks for a second. He's able to go ahead, double it up a bit more. But Alpha taking away the life of Yuri, leaves it all down into a 2v3 with the advantage. Being traded out fairly quickly. Looking for a double. Unfortunately there for Checkling. He's not going to be able to do it. Caserado now last man standing. Stuck in a 1v2 over there towards mid. They don't really have the information on him. Checking towards stairs. That's where Bomb is. Of course, one is just peering back and forth. That is Alpha. He's going to get the information back off pretty quickly. Smoke goes down. Wonderful. Fall back onto the back of stairs with his teammate. And that's going to cause Caserado to have to take a... As he looks to make his way down, the shots start to fire. He's able to get away with it. Of course, just 8 seconds on the clock. He's able to get bombed down here. Puts himself into a 1v2. All of a sudden, we're in a doable situation. He wants to find the first duel. Eliminating Alpha, incredibly necessary. And as we see Alpha swing gone through. Wonderful. That is going to be the defuse coming out. And Sprouts putting it first on the board. Alrighty. Here we go once again. Of course, the shot's about to come on out. We're going to see Caserado playing fairly quickly. Makes his way up. Spots one out towards orange box on sight. Pops up a couple of shots. Of course, he is hiding behind the pillar. More comes through, and Caserado, looking good, is able to find himself a quick double. Crack open that B site entirely. Of course, there was a bit of pressure over towards A. That was drawing the side of Sprout's attention. But here into the retake, it's going to be fairly fierce. We see Spooky making his way up. I've already sent it, man. Also, what's good, Dust 2? You guys doing well over there? Who is this? Behind the Dust 2 account today. Look to make their way into this hole, but as Art finds out the first, there's Yuri for the second, able to go ahead and put it down into a 3v5. We'll start to see them gun down quite quickly as Art is able to double it up into the round, leaving Wonderful and Spooky as last 2 men standing. They're going to be opting to save here. Wonderful carrying over that 8-4. Going to be helpful into the next round as they did force into this one. I'm not sure if there is a buy going to be allowed. It's going to be limited to say the least, but as Wonderful and Spooky are able to go ahead, rack up some kills. Oi, oi, oi! Look at this! Find out the last man of Checkling. Things could look good for him. Of course, that's a hard fight to win at this HP level. You get traded out quickly. Checkling finding out that one. And, oh! Vince, I tried to get you the IP through, I'm guessing, one of your mods. Sorry to see that it didn't go through. It's Zyphon. It's going to be able to find out one fall in there for one as well. There's Wonderful for a frag. Leaving it all down to Caserado. Caserado, 1v3 to deal with. Well, this is looking like a round for Sprout unless the unthinkable happens at this point. Now, Caserado, he's still teasing away. Was able to go ahead, pick up the bomb. Go ahead, put down a little bit of utility. That's damage done. Tag down to 24 in the 1v3 pros plant. This is difficult. Let's see what he's got. Starts to edge his way up, but taking the engagement. The double swing comes through, and Zyphon was able to close it. Of course, the defuse is going to be coming out for Wonderful. It's going to allow Sprout to go ahead and put a second on the board, putting it 3-2. We'll see Yuri try to re-engage that with Alpha right around the corner at stairs. He's going to be able to find his first. Meanwhile, Zyphon doubles it up over there towards that scaffolding position there at B. Leave it down into a 2v5 with now Fallen and Checkley's last two standing. Fallen, he finds out the first of the smoke fades, makes his way to White Box, looking to play on site. Checkling looking for the rotators, gonna be able to catch out one, finds out Spooky, puts it down to a 2v3, and we're back in the range of possibility. Gotta be careful with this engagement. Zyphon's waiting at this pillar, this back pillar. He's such a pivotal position. Falls off himself. Forces swing. Finds the first. Checkling there on the trade, though. Puts it down into a 1v2. Wonderful. Makes the rotate. Of course, mollied off for the time being. Gives a little bit of time. Players got to be careful of it's definitely the player advance, but oh, time is so limited. He's going to have to plant, and that's going to be all she wrote because Rawls is able to go for the swing, denies the plant, and the third is on the board for Sprout. Putting it 3-3, all tied up there in the 6th. Play with it though. It was carried over from the previous round. That Kalashnikov could be important, but as Art falls, we'll see Wonderful get found out actually. Sorry, Rawls, Zyphon will be able to go ahead, find out a couple of kills. Yuri finds out one, leaving it all down into a 2v2 and misread that, leaving Cello as well as Caserado as last 2 men standing. Auto, they're going to get together now that they got bombed. They're going to look to entry out. 27 seconds remain to make their way forward. Spooky loses his head immediately, leaving it down to Alpha. Alpha, 1 utility thrown. He knows they're coming up from short. He's got a 5-7. Looks to take the duel, but Caserado so quick takes his life away and puts FURIA on the board for 6. Of course, rather not ramp, but stairs now. They've got to cut a confrontation with the player at the bottom of it. I doubt they're going to pull him out. Yeah, out of Alpha. It's not for too terribly long. That's a bit of a shame. I would love to see him get himself to it there. That puts him back. Nice position. Great steal. But one being found down to a 3-4. Zyphon tries to take an engagement over there towards Vince, but is only able to find one for it. Cello does find Rawls with the Molotov. And as Yuri finds out Zyphon, it's all down to Wonderful. Wonderful is stuck into a 1v3. Comes up an 8-4, but nothing else because Fallen takes his life away with the up. Putting the side of FURIA on 7, 1 round away from converting the half successfully now. Being forced forward by that Molotov, or rather, being forced to run through to get information. He'll be 11-8, moving down to a 3-4. They're able to flash one out, and ooh, Wonderful spook. Not a frag gauge. Leaves it down to a 2. Back in the realm of possibility. Alpha comes down, fires off a shot, finds out the kill on the Fallen, leaving it all down to Yuri, last man standing, 1v. Looking scary all of a sudden. This is an upset here for Sprout. This is where we see them really start to break the economy of FURIA. And as a little bit of a utility is put down, Spooky will be able to get themselves the defuse as well as the final frag. They put Sprouts on the board with a 4th. Just like that, they've denied the half conversion. That's absolutely enormous there. Oh, I love this. That's such a good angle for Wonderful to find. Hunting out Cello there early on. For the trade, keeps it nice and even. Spooky re-engages, finds one. Does he find Fallen here? Thought he might have spotted him going up there, but I guess not. You see a player on the scaffolding to beat Arts. Oh no. Found out there. All down to Fallen and Queserado. Last 2 minutes standing. And as Fallen falls, Queserado is all alone in a 1v4. Need to get himself a 4K. Oh! Gets information on one Spooky. Picks up the up. Looks to try and engage. Spots him, and there it is. Nice little 5th there. Now we get back underway. Queserado catches an HE on his head. Back down to 60. But as the offer is over-engaged. See, Wonderful fall, but with Zyphon able to capitalize. Able to gain the advantage off of that pick and put it down to a 3v4. A little bit of information is gained about mid. They should be able to clear that in full. We go for the backstab. As we see the majority of FURIA hanging out over there towards a ramp. Shots through the wall, net some damage. HE gets put down. It chases that player, but doesn't connect up for more damage or a frag. Fallen's going to survive by the skin of his teeth at 21. Oh, Yuri. Oh! That's a hard fight to take. It works out. He's so low now, these players. Desperate positions. The A1S could just rip them apart. He's able to reclaim the bomb as Fallen falls. Way up. Shots out. Raw is able to find out one there. Opener. Additional utility put out, and very quickly he's able to clean them up. Nice little 2K there at the end. For Sprout to put it at 6 and bring themselves within 2 of a tie. Now, let's make their way out. Quick shots and Fallen. Cello able to go ahead and find out the first 2. FURIA playing aggressive down through stairs. We'll be able to net them quite a bit. Their way up. Make their way over towards ramp. Oh no, Alpha. That is game. Well, I'm not sure how you hit that, but hey, it works out quite nicely. As we see, Art find out another. Spooky was able to get plant, but is all alone, stuck. The 1v5 finds 1, finds 2, but is gunned down there at the end. A desperate hold comes to a close. We'll see them look to make their way forward. Wonderful, plays for a fight, wins the first, leaves it down to Fallen, and hey! He's able to go ahead, find out 2 on site, just like that. He's put down to a 2v2, swings with the MP9 to find another, leaves it into a 1v2, but of course is eliminated, leaving it all down to Queserado. Queserado, hear the footsteps. I think he wants to allow him to get a plant, but that's faded forward. Oof, so much HP. Now, plays for the retake, Alpha. Be able to go ahead and gun him down there through the wall to finish it off. Yuri, so far into their back line. Able to go ahead and get him down 2. He does lose his head to the back 10, but left into a 2v4. The advantage, the way of FURIA. Falls and Alpha need to make their way back into this. Oh, God. Hello. Beautiful shot there, leaves it all down into a 1v4, and Caserado able to swing up from the rafters to find himself the kill. Puts a 10th on the board for FURIA, and they hit double digits successfully. Penalty is played out. They make their push. Jello gonna be able to gun down two. Find the double spray down. Of course, Caserado there to follow up with the third. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place. He does find out Zyphon, leaving Wonderful as last man standing. Wonderful tries to find a tap with the deagle. Is able to eventually find it. It's labored, but fortunately for him, he's not able to find another in the 1v1 as Yuri is able to go ahead and finish it off, putting it 11th at the board. He could be able to use this to their advantage, but as Art gets tagged down, Zyphon is in front first. Caserado. One day falls into the Great Fall and does respond, and now it's all down to him and Cello stuck down here in the 2v4. Well, oh, fallen. A nice swing on the rolls. He's going to be able to find some heavy tags. Frag to be had. We'll see them edge their way back as soon as they get the information on one. Cello is still waiting. Behind the door, Fox peeks out, gets some damage. Takes a bit himself. Forced into a disadvantageous altercation. Alpha finishes him, leaving Fallen all alone here on the 1v4, and retake illy available. Ooh. Bit of a consolation prize there. But this has reset the side of FURIA. Sprout going to be hitting Tim with this 11 right around the corner. And depending on what they do this next round, and through elbow. But it's Alpha finds one on the B site. Oh, he's not good for the second because Fallen and Caserado rack up kills as well, leaving Wonderful and Falls his last standing. Finds the kill. It's Art. Back down into a 2v3 and puts back into the realm of possibility. Rawls goes ahead, forces the plant down. Now into the post plant. The retake here. The side of FURIA should be fierce. As Yuri finds one, the trade comes through on the fall. Wonderful, able to double it up. Not going to be aware of the player coming up from the back line. First to check for it. Caserado wins the game and wins it out by the skin of his teeth at that. Straight back down to even. FURIA have the chance to hold this up. Players rather low. With Cello biting the dust first. Flies over short. Got first is found, but the trades left. Typhon incredibly low at 8 HP. Duel out with Caserado. Bit of noise, but heard just Caserado not gonna be aware that this play. But no. First check for it, playing elbow. They're in the corridor. Gonna watch for this, but ooh, Zyphon spots him. Zyphon makes it. Any noise yet? Swings, and there it is. Zyphon. Oh! Alpha. Be able to get the best of Cello. First Art was already low, backs off. Oh, Caserado. Hey. Good for a double before he falls, but he's able to even it out. We're going to see Fallen start to rotate over, playing through CT. Oh, they didn't know about Art. How did they not spot Art? Oh, that's massive. He's able to go ahead, deny plant. Allow Fallen to get in there to find a frag. And Spooky falls, leaving Zyphon alone. He'll be finished off by Yuri. Edge their way around. One player playing for pressure over on the B site. Trying to draw attention. Ooh, they spot one. Spooky able to find a kill, but Yuri and Art good for frags as Cello finds one as well. Zyphon and Wonderful's last 2 men standing. Wonderful last man. Of course, the A site can't reclaim the bomb here all too viably. Actually, no, they gave him room. Playing over here in elbow, they're watching to see if they do head towards B. Playing for the sounds, but as it is just 10 seconds on the clock, they have to make a move. Zyphon finds the first. Eliminates Art, leaves it down to a 2v3. The retake about to come through. They're able to get plant down time. Swinging out. Zyphon is able to find out two. Cello and Yuri finished off, leaving it down to Caserado. Caserado 1v2. Retake is necessary. Zyphon could be on for a 4K here. He's at 29 HP, though. Now, Rado, let's see what you got. He's playing over to Orange Box currently. Walks his way up. Finds them. Never mind. It was so close. Able to get tagged here on the Wonderful. Headshot's not there, though. Now, their way up. Okay, Rado able to find one. Finds the dink on Alpha. Of course, Raul. Get back down to a 4v4. Keeping it nice and even. Fury wings to find one pass. Second, but he's not there for it. Wonderful. Quickly guns him down. Into a 3v3. Fallen falls as well. It's Cello and Arch, the last two men standing, coming up from opposite angles. Was planted. Ooh, the timing's really good there for Wonderful. Able to go ahead and eliminate Art. Leaves Cello as last man standing. He's got himself a Kalashnikov. He's backing off, going to look to save. And Sprouts, they're going to be heading 15 with this one, but can they end it, or will we be heading into overtime? I like what Yuri was able to try and do there. He was able to find himself a couple of kills, a couple of tags. Both the players he hit were finished off. Still, it wasn't enough to upset the round when you see Sprout go ahead, hit 15 with this. Now, FURIA going to be looking. See what they've got. They edge their way forward. Slowly through mid. Siphon. Boom! Finds the kill. Cello there. Fallen is able to go ahead and trade it back out. Of course, Art's good for one as well through the smoke, leaving it down into a 3v3. To keep it rather tight, but it's Alpha. Finds one for himself. Left all down to Quesarado, and Quesarado, come on, buddy. What do you got? It's a 1v3. Two players are low. Alpha, Wonderful, 32 HP among those two. Of course, Rawls is 100. It's a player to be wary of. Quesarado makes his way up, playing for the fight. Looks for the first. Ooh, blinded. Not spotted, no. But, ooh, Rawls just goes ahead, plays aggressive with it, and is able to close it out. That will be Sprout finishing that out, and very nicely done by them. Able to go ahead, move on to the brackets. They will be looking to play